Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and today let's look at my pages in January. I had 8 pages, so let's get started. Okay, first up is this book. It's Nooner Therapy by Diane DeFore. Absolutely adore this book. We'll probably do this book to completion, just because I like it so much. But I did this cute little page using Ohuhu colored pencils. I used Artex for the pink here, for the acrylic little flowers, and a Posca pen. Other than that, it was all done with the Ohuhu pencils. Next up is zoom you in, zoom you out. This one, I think it's called Shining Day. And I used my Light Fast pencils on this one. And this is a book where it gives you the inspiration and you can duplicate it if you'd like, or do something completely different. And I went ahead and just, I duplicate it. This is a nice palette cleanser book for me because it's simple and the artist has left the colored pencil look, and so I'm able to leave the colored pencil look. So, yeah, there's that one. Next up is our project book. We are going to do every page in this book together on the channel. And I did March, October. Here we go. So I did these 2 pages. So this one I did first as a standalone for the sunset, and then I went ahead and did the rest of it as another part. And I used Prisma colored pencils. I used a Sakura glaze for the black, and then a Posca as always for the white. And I really like how this turned out. The one thing I was trying to do is, you can see here, I was trying to use light and put light here and then have the rest of this be darker. And so I tried to do that with all of the elements. And overall, I think it worked out fine. I like how this page turned out. And then what I did was took the same colors and tried to apply them to this page. And I love these stinking cute monkeys. Now, I did not try and make these monkeys look the way they're supposed to. Like if this is supposed to be like a baboon, I didn't do the blue and red on his face. I just simply had some fun and used the colors from over here to complement, and I think it turned out pretty well. I wasn't sure if I needed to make this a little more brown, but overall I like the yellow. I feel like it contrasts nicely with my sunset here. So lots of fun. So join us. We are going to color every page in this. There's already, I don't know, 15, 20, well, let's see. These are all the ones that we've colored that are blacked out. So this is also available on the Ko-fi store if you want to, track your progress as well. So that's Mina Risa Durch Africa by Rita Berman, which I don't think I said at the beginning. Sorry. Oh my word, was that bugging you that whole time? It would drive me nuts. Okay, next up is Funny Tales by Kevin Teo Art. I adore this book too. It just makes me smile. This was a buddy color that I did with my friend Christine. I used the light fast pencils and a Posca just for the little white highlights. But I really like how this one turned out. And when I edit, I will flash hers up on the screen as well because she did a phenomenal job on hers. And I did use a stencil here in the background to create like these sun rays coming out. And I really like that look because it's essentially the same color. It's not real in your face, but it definitely pops up there. Next up is Gnome for the Holidays by Teresa Goodrich. And I wanted to do a summertime page for my followers in the Southern Hemisphere and or Australia. Because I know you all are doing summer while we're doing winter. And so I thought it'd be fun to do this little page. I really like how it turned out, with the exception of, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of this really kind of yellow-orange color. I felt like I wish I would have done something, maybe like I don't know, something different. It's just a little too bright for me. That being said, I like the page overall. I did get a little Posca drip here. See if I can scratch it off. But overall, I think the Ohuhus did just fine. Those are the new pencils that are on the market. I think it's more just, you know, it was my just playing around with them. I did leave them more light colored pencil and didn't blend them out. You certainly could. I was just, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Really depends on the page. But had a lot of fun doing this one. I think it's a cute design. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this orange just a little too bright? You can see I kind of tried to put like a darker orange in, which did some shadowing, but it still didn't really tone back the overall brightness of that color. Next up is this adorable book by Denise Klett, Goblins in the Hollow. I think this book is just delightful. So I did this one and I used my Copic markers. And y'all, I haven't used these markers for a really long time. I have really tried to dive into colored pencils and just really do those. And I decided to do this in in alcohol markers because it's one-sided page. And I had so much fun, and it really reminded me of why I like alcohol markers. So I didn't, I used a few Ohuhu markers, but at the time I only had the pastel set, and so I ended up diving into the Copics. But I didn't use any colored pencils for the shading or anything. It's all done with marker, and like I said, I just had a delightful time. I love coloring fun images. And the last page I colored, I felt like it was too bright. This one, I'm okay with it being bright. So I'm not sure what it is. Okay, and the last one was also a buddy color with Winter Colors 89. And Melissa and I both colored this page, and I will pop hers up on the screen. I adore the background that she did on her page. It's just beautiful. And the gold that she did was amazing. I went a different route. I decided to challenge myself by using gilding flakes or gold flakes or gold foil, whatever you want to call it. This was kind of a rainbow version of it. So I am going to move the book quite a bit so that you can get an idea of just how shiny and sparkly it is. Now, I personally felt like I had ruined the page because when I put this down, first of all, I was a little too impatient and I didn't get my glue like flat enough, so I have some chunkier spots. And what happened is it covered over all of the line art. And so then I had to go in and kind of create the line art again, which was extremely difficult over the gilding flakes. I enjoyed the process. It was a little messy. It was challenging. I thought I had ruined it completely, and I was able to kind of, I think, bring it back to something that I can be okay with. I may try this technique again on something a little less intricate because I think that was part of the problem. I think if I had done it for something chunkier, it would have worked a little better instead of like losing all the filigree work. But overall, I like the page. I had a great buddy color, and I really appreciate buddy colors. And I hope you'll give the ladies some love. They're both on Instagram, and Melissa is also on YouTube. So check them out in the description box below. But that was it for January. My mom was in the hospital in January. We're now into the first week of February. She was just back in this week and just got out yesterday. So I just haven't had as much time, but family is always first, and I'm sure you understand. And until next time, happy coloring. Thank you for watching another video from Jazzydoodledesigns. If you would like more adult coloring content and a little more snark, feel free to check out my membership. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And until next time, happy coloring.